G'day, Greg Miller from the Joy of Wood. I love block planes. What a wonderful thing. If I only had one plane, it would be a block plane. In another video, I've talked a bit about the number 110, the really basic block plane. It has no adjusters. It has this thickening on the back here because this is for adjusting the blade. When you want to, just like with a wooden plane, when you want to draw the blade back, you tap it there. When you want to advance the blade forward, you tap it there. And of course, with all of these tools, with all planes, when you want to adjust it, you look down there on a very low angle. And so you can see how much blade sticking up. If you have a light surface behind, makes it even easier to see. Oh, look at that. So I can adjust that blade laterally, just with a gentle tap of the hammer, so that I get it beautifully parallel, and I can adjust that where I want it to go. So this is the 110, very basic, beautiful thing. I think Stanley made them for over 100 years, and they've just been a fantastic, really basic tool. My first one was a record, a little bit like this one, which I got when I was about 9. And I still use it. It's in my little toolbox at home. So this is really a great little plane. What I want to introduce you to today is its more sophisticated cousin, the number 120. So the difference between these two, instead of adjusting this like you would with a wooden plane, tapping here and tapping there, it actually has an adjusting wheel at the back. This one here. This one also is a record. So, usual story, to do the adjustment, to get the shading that I want, I'm going to look down here on that really low angle, so it looks like a pair of mirrors, and you can see the line working across there. So you've got to remember with all of these, there's often a slight slack spot, so you can just go back past where you want to go, and then wind it forwards so the pressure is against it. Let's see what happens with this. Ah, beautiful. That's fairly coarse shaving, but it's a really nice, consistent one. Look at that, beautiful job. That is the number 120. We've got a few of these for sale, so just thought I'd let you know about it. If you've got to do a lateral adjustment, you would still tap the blade on the sides here to shift the blade this way, but the in and out action is really simple. Now this is really especially helpful when you're going to work with a shooting board. So here's a shooting board. So if I'm going to make this nice and square here, so I'll put my face edge up against there, and I'm going to plane through here with it. Now, great thing about the 120 is it's very easy. This one here, the 110, if I'm using this, I want to adjust it slightly. I've got to bring it back here, mess around with it that way. The lovely thing about the 120 is I can just get that, tweak it while it's right here. It just makes that adjusting a little bit quicker to get exactly the sort of shaving that I'm looking for. Oh, look at that, all those beautiful bits of end grain. So they're really nice. But look, they're all good. They work well. The 120 is a little bit more funky because it's got that adjuster in there. And they're all a beautiful block plane. So there we go. And while I'm at it, have I mentioned these? Oh, I love these little block planes. This is the little number 100 Squirrel-Tail pocket plane. And these are a delight to use as well. But of course with the curved sides like that, it's no good on a shooting board. But it's just great for rotating arises and doing all those small jobs that you need done. Block planes, they're a winner. check out what we've got on our web page. We have lots of different tools available, growing number of second-hand planes and things. These have all been looked after. We've got some records, we've got a Marples here, we've got Stanleys, and there'll be a few other odd bods that come up every now and then. They all have a story. Look at this beautiful little Stanley 110. Lost its knob. Somebody has made it a new knob, looks like a bit of she oak, and shaped that by hand and fitted on the front. And it's so cute, isn't it? And it just tells a story of somebody thinking this plane was so valuable it just was worth putting another handle on it. I love it. And it's got a really nice closed up mouth here, so it's a ripper. Good gear, eh? Enjoy. See you in the workshop.